6 years ago, a ruptured oil pipeline in Santa Barbara County sent 140,000 gallons of crude oil gushing onto the sands of Refugio State Beach. The company that owned the pipeline survived the onslaught of lost revenue and lawsuits that followed, but the offshore producer that used the line to transport its oil did not. After twice seeking Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, Venoco Inc. eventually walked away from its drilling operation in Southern California, leaving the state to deal with millions of dollars in costs to close down the inactive wells. This month's spill off the shore of Orange County, which dumped an estimated 25,000 gallons into the ocean, could become an expensive repeat of the Refugio spill, some experts say. The firm that operates the San Pedro Bay pipeline is facing intense pressure from federal regulators as well as businesses and residents suing over the effects of the spill. Filing for bankruptcy protection, as Venoco did, could become an attractive option for the pipeline's parent company, granting a temporary reprieve from financial and legal duress. But it's too early to tell if Amplify Energy Corp will take that step. Its oil production is less dependent on California than Venoco, but it's also a relatively small player in an industry in which the financial blow from an environmental disaster can be devastating. They can easily throw their hands up and declare bankruptcy, said longtime energy markets analyst A. Amplify Energy and its subsidiaries are not considering Chapter 11 bankruptcy at this time, focusing instead on environmental cleanup and working with regulatory agencies investigating the spill, said Amy Conway, a company spokeswoman. As U.S. oil production has declined, larger energy companies have shifted their attention to deepwater drilling, where vast reserves and profits remain untapped. The firms have sold off their aging, shallow water platforms and pipelines to smaller players, which have struggled as the price of oil dropped. The threat of Chapter 11 bankruptcies among those companies surged during the pandemic. Investigators plan to cut apart the San Pedro Bay pipeline and transport the ruptured section to a lab for analysis, crippling the company's California drilling operations. How long the pipeline remains shut down will be another significant factor for the firm, which draws about 14% of its total energy production from offshore operations in California, according to recent financial filings.